Good morning to all. Honorable Mr. Justice M.M. Sundaresh, Judge, Supreme Court of India. Honorable Mr. Justice M. Doraisamy, Honorable Mr. Justice T. Raja, Honorable Mr. Justice Bharatidasan, Honorable Mr. Justice Suresh Kumar, Honorable Mr. Justice Satish Kumar, Honorable Mr. Justice Sesasai, Honorable Mr. Justice Krishnan Ramasamy, Honorable Mr. Justice Saravanan, Honorable Mr. Justice Nisha Banu, Mrs. Nisha Banu, Honorable Justice Ilandarayan, Honorable Mr. Justice Govindaraj, Honorable Mr. Justice M.S. Ramesh, Honorable Mr. Justice Chandra Sekharan, Honorable Mr. Justice Satya Narayana Prasad, former judges of our Honorable High Court, Mr. Justice Kripakaran, and other Honorable judges of the Honorable our High Court, Mr. Shankar Narayanan, Additional Solicitor General, Mr. S. Prabhakaran, Senior Advocate, Vice Chairman, Bar Council of India, Mr. R. Vidudalai, Senior Advocate, Member, Bar Council of Tamil Nadu and Puducherry, Mr. P. Wilson, Senior Advocate, Members of Parliament, Rajya Sabha, Mr. Karthikeyan, Vice Chairman, Bar Council of Tamil Nadu and Puducherry, Mr. Mohana Krishnan, Co-Chairman and President of the Madras High Court Advocate Association, Mr. Ayyavu, R. Ayyavu, Honorary Secretary, our Co-Chairmen, Mr. Ashok Madurai, Co-Chairman, Mr. Saravanan, Co-Chairman, former Chairman, Mr. Selvam, former Vice Chairman, Mr. Varadan, former Member and former President of Madras High Court Advocate, Mr. R.C. Palkanagaraj, our Madam Executive Chairman, Priscilla Pandian, Mr. Talai Muttarasu from Madurai, Member Bar Council of Tamil Nadu and Puducherry, Mr. Ayyappa Mani from Salem, Member Bar Council of Tamil Nadu and Puducherry, former Vice Chairman, Mr. Raja, Secretary, Mr. Raja Kumar, Assistant Secretary, Grita Sendal Kumar, and Bar President, former now the Rajya Sabha MP, Mr. Navanidhi Krishnan, the President and the Secretaries of all the Bar Associates, Mr. former MLA, Mr. Inbadurai, the President and Secretaries of the Office Bearer of the various associations from Chennai, Kanjipuram, Tiruvallur, and other districts, our Mr. Judges, Mr. Justice Govindaraj, Additional Solicitor Shankar Narayanan, and other dignitaries, senior advocates, government advocates, senior advocates, and other dignitaries, members of the legal fraternity, all present media. Again, once again, good morning to all. On behalf of the Bar Council of Tamil Nadu and Puducherry, I take this moment with great pleasure to welcome Honorable Justice Doraisamy, Justice Raja, Justice Bharatidasan, Justice Suresh Kumar, Justice Satish Kumar, Justice Sesasai, Justice Krishna Ramasamy, Justice Saravanan, judges of the Madras High Court who have assembled for felicitating the Honorable Mr. Justice M.M. Sundaresh, Judge, Supreme Court of India. The Honorable Mr. Justice M.M. Sundaresh, the Honorable Mr. Justice M.M. Sundaresh was born on 21st day of July 1962 at Erode, and his father, Mr. P.K. Muthusamy, is a senior advocate. The Honorable Judge has completed his schooling at his hometown and did his Bachelor of Arts in Lilo College in Chennai, and he completed law course at Madurai Law College, Madras Law College, and enrolled as an advocate in the year of 1985 and elevated as a judge of the Honorable High Court of Madras on 26th day of March 2009. Thereafter, the judge has taken oath as judge of the Honorable Supreme Court of India on 31st day of August this year. The Honorable Judge has served as a judge of our Chartered High Court for more than a decade and delivered several landmark judgments and disposed of more than 1 lakh cases. He is a judge with the integrity. He is a judge with the integrity, virtue, and kindness, and a well-known scholar in Tamil, and his speeches and lectures are great sources of knowledge and strength for all. At all times, he is concerned about the welfare of the legal fraternity at large, and also much focused in safeguarding the environment and protecting the nature. The Honorable Judge, in a batch of the public interest litigation, in which sought to protection of elephants for poaching and electrocution, the Honorable Judge ordered the CBI group into poaching of elephants and remarked that, I quote, It is not a case of poaching for livelihood, but of international trade of sadistic pleasure in creating out of fellow living beings, I unquote. And also direct the Forest Revenue and the Tamil Nadu Generation and Distribution Corporation Limited authorities to take action against the private parties who draw electricity from such lines for their solar power fences, which also causes death of animals, which shows the kind of hardness of the Honorable Judge towards the animals. In a batch of writ petition with regard to the release of the vehicle involved in the offence under the Mines and Mineral Act, the judge has held that the indiscriminate mining had led to the destruction of riverbeds, and also took note that by 2050 the entire state could run out of water. The Chennai would be the one among 21 cities where groundwater would completely run out, thereby affecting the people. In the view of the above judgment, the Honorable Judge has given a specific indication to the authorities concerned to save our water resource in order to protect the interests of the common public. In order to purity and eradicate the enrolling of advocates having criminal antecedents, the Honorable Mr. Justice N. Kribakaran, former Judge of the Madras High Court, has issued several norms and directions in the Ananda Murugan case. And when the appeal came up before a full bench headed by the Honorable Mr. M.M. Sundaresh, the judge, has quoted about the importance of the advocates in the society. The Honorable Judge has mentioned the words of Nisar Lewis, I quote, "I consider it a lawyer task to bring calm and confidence to the distressed client. Almost everyone who comes to a law office is emotionally affected by a problem. It is only a matter of degree and of the client's inner resource to withstand the pressure," I unquote. And also cited from Pandurangan Dattaraya versus Bar Council of Maharashtra, the advocate stand in a loca parentis towards the litigants, and it's therefore fellows that the client entitled to receive the distressed, sincere and honest treatment, especially where the client approaches the advocate for succor in times of need. In Sakti Rani case, the Honorable Judges has pointed out that the Bar Council of India got ample power of under the Advocate Act 1961, as well as the rules of legal education 2008, in as much as the rules of legal education 2008 have been introduced by exercising the power under the Advocate Act 1961 and upheld the legal sanctity of the legal education rules. During his tenure in the Chartered High Court, he has rendered innumerable judgments and suggestion direction to the authorities to get over from their flaws to uphold the legality at all levels. Now the Honorable Judge is establishing his judicious judgment before the Honorable Supreme Court of India. Recently, the Bhavya 9 case, an issue regarding the appointment of candidate with the bipolar disorder of the judge in the Delhi Judicial Service, the bench has ordered that the court possibility of improvement in the health of the candidate would not disqualify him from getting the benefit of the relaxed standards for the quota for person with the disabilities, I unquote. In a Manju versus Prajival Ravana case, the bench has set aside the Karnataka High Court judgment, observing that the election petition can't be rejected summarily for curable defects. The dedication of the Honorable Judge of the Judiciary are generous, and the entire legal fraternity are greatly benefiting. I would like to highlight at this juncture that the Southern State Bar Council are demanding for the setting up the Honorable Supreme Court of India bench for the welfare of the litigant public. The Honorable Chief Justice and as well as the Attorney General of India have opined in the importance of and the need of the bench in the southern part of the countries. It is pertinent to point out that our senior advocate Mr. Wilson, MP Rajya Sabha, has raised the issue for the setting up the southern bench and other issues involving the advocates' welfare before the Rajya Sabha. We hope that will be considered by all the constitutional authorities, and the same will be implemented during the tenure of the Honorable Judge present year. It is proud for the Bar Council of Tamil Nadu and Puducherry to felicitate the Honorable Mr. Justice M.M. Sundaresh for elevation as a judge of the Honorable Supreme Court of India. The Honorable Judge has rendered several landmark judgments, and the public of Tamil Nadu and Puducherry are greatly benefited. And now the people of India also express the same. We all wish the Honorable Judge has a great success in his future tenure and to reach a greater heights. On behalf of the entire legal fraternity, And on my own, I wholeheartedly welcome Honorable Mr. Justice M.M. Sundareshwar, Judge, Supreme Court of India, who is adorned this function by accepting our invitation. With immense pleasure, I welcome Honorable Mr. Justice Doraisamy, Justice Raja, Justice Bharidasan, Justice Suresh Kumar, Justice Sadish Kumar, Justice Sesa Sai, Justice Krishna Samasamy, and Justice Saravanan, Justice Chandrasekhara, Justice Satyanara Prasad, Justice Govindraj, Justice M.S. Ramesh, Justice Nisha Banu, former Judge, Justice Ilandarayan, Justice Kribakaran, former Judge of the High Court. The judges are the shining of the star in the Madras High Court, and due to their vast knowledge in various fields of law, they are rendering speedy justice to the litigant public, and also more concerned about the welfare of the advocate. To felicitate the Honorable Mr. Justice M.M. Sundaresh, Judge, Supreme Court of India. I welcome the Shankara Narayanan, Additional Solicitor General, Mr. Prabhakaran, Vice Chairman, Mr. Karthikeyan, Vice Chairman, Mr. Vidudalai, Senior Advocate, Mr. Wilson, Senior Advocate, Mr. Navanidhi Krishnan, MP, and the other co-chairman, honorary secretary, chairman, and former vice chairman, members of the bar council, and president, secretary, and other office bearer of the legal fraternity. I welcome once again other office bearer members of legal fraternity in this great function. I once again welcome one and all. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Chairman. It is indeed a day to celebrate.